Hi, this is Akshayani from Microbiology Department, CBT IST JNUH. Today I am standing in front of you to speak and share my knowledge about the topic Kill the Cancer. So first of all, I want to bring into a discussion why our great-grandfathers, fathers and our grandfathers are less prone to cancer and we are affected more towards the cancer. So if we jump onto the topic, there are many factors which actually affect. Could be lifestyle, food habitats, sleep pattern, stress management, etc. The most important effect is our lifestyle and also prolonged exposure to radiation. In the past 1 decade or 2 decades, we are more exposed to radiation, which is in turn due to the influence of smart world. So the radiation actually causes mutations into our body and will actually result in the cancer. So if I want to discuss about the few major types of the cancer. One is sarcoma, carcinoma, lymphoma, melanoma, leukemia. These are the 5 major types of the cancer. And in males and females, if you take majorly, in males it is prostate cancer as well as lung cancer and liver cancer. In females, it's breast cancer, ovarian cancer and uterus cancer. So if you hear the term cancer, the first thing that strikes our mind is chemotherapy. So chemotherapy is the most common procedure for treatment of the cancer. So chemotherapy involves radiation which helps in destroying the cells. But prolonged exposure to chemotherapies, like we have so many stages, like even the 3rd stage or 2nd stage of cancer patients, they could be treated with chemotherapy. But due to chemotherapy, we have various side effects. Like if you see, patients will have huge lot of hair fall and their skin start to turn coarse and even their immune system completely falls down. So due to various effects, people start to lose their mental strength. That's why and one more thing is, it's not affordable for everyone. So chemotherapy might be the most widely accepted therapy, but it is not always a good option to choose, unless and until if you think at the last moment life is more precious and nothing is more important than that. So I have, as per my knowledge, I have come across few therapeutics. The most the interesting was aura healing. Aura healing is something which is used to treat other patients with the form of energy. So I came across a research article in which there was a young lady whose name is Dr. O. Kal. She was doing practice on cancer. So she took a patient who had throat cancer and the patient was suffering from 4th stage of cancer. She chose someone who has lost all hopes in his life. So she made one thing was like, she made the patient sit on a chair and she made diagrams of the patient's throat surrounded by the cancer cells. In the first picture, there were huge number of cancer cells which were having around, imagine if there were 60,000. And in the second picture, there were around 20,000. In the third picture, around 5,000. In the fourth picture, there was only the clear picture of the throat. And she asked this man to imagine every day, 3 times in a day, and she took this entire treatment, aura healing treatment, for 3 months straight. And the surprising part was, after 3 months, when he went for medical tests, it came out that he was negative, like he did not have cancer. That's the power of healing in our energy. Like our energy can heal everything. If you go to some old doctors, they'll be saying that nuvu manasikanga stable, like if you are not mentally stable, then you can't do anything to your body, and if you are not strong enough, you can't cure any disease. So this is one type of a method which is aura healing, and it is also, most of the researches have been carried out in USA in many universities also. So the next part was like, if I say our body has 2 brains, one is our brain and the second one is gut. So what you eat comes and reflects onto your body. So one common thing we fail to understand is that our kitchen is the biggest Ayurvedic home. I want to speak on now the topic killing the cancer and also the preventing the cancer. So adding turmeric to indoor foods. We all know turmeric has rich anti-cancerous properties and even it has antiviral properties. And so if we increase the amount of turmeric intake into our food, it actually helps in keeping our body more stable and more immune and keeping the disease away. And also eating more fruits. The most common mistake we do is like peeling off the garlic peel. The garlic peel has more anti-cancerous properties rather than garlic itself. So I would suggest all the Indian moms to add the garlic peel along with the garlic, so that it would become more nutrition to food, because it's what it is. At the end of the day, it's the food which reflects our health, right? And also consuming of fresh cherries. Cherries have got few enzymes in it which helps in promoting apoptosis. Apoptosis is like programmed cell death. Cherries enzymes kills the cancer cells division, so it actually reduces, and in turn helps us it actually helps the reducing the division also. And consuming of tomatoes have the same effect on the body. And the other thing practice is like practice of intermittent fasting. So if you fast for 12 to 16 hours straight, it is called as intermittent fasting. In intermittent fasting, what happens is like our body cells are more strong when compared to cancer cells, because if the cancer cells need sugars at least for every 4 to 6 hours to perform its function and to rapidly divide, because their function is to do that, to rapidly divide. Our body is more stable because our body can survive without food for days together. Because and when you practice intermittent fasting, you are actually cutting down the sugar intake of the body. So what happens is like these cancer cells, when they don't get enough sugar, they start becoming more weak. So they become more weaker and eventually they kill themselves. So intermittent fasting is one type of a method everyone should practice, like once in a week or once in every 10 days. So practicing such few things will actually change so much of practices can actually lead us to a healthier life. And the best part of intermittent fasting was like detoxification. Detoxification not only helps in clearing the waste, but it helps in reducing the liver cancer as well as lungs cancer. So if you have any if any of the member of your family is actually is a chain smoker, or who actually consumes more of an alcohol, give them repeatedly green tea and grapes. If you can't control their diet, at least add these into their diet along with the intermittent fasting, because these practices will help in reducing the clearing body. Because and the next method I would actually ask everyone to practice is like water healing method. Take a glass of water, hold it in between your hands, and assume that it is the medicine which is healing our body. This might be looking silly for most of the science people here, but at the end of the day, there has been many researches going on here, because they say that water holds memory and it helps in healing our body. So if you remember any incidents, like when we were kids, our parents used to take dargah and everywhere, telling them that this water they pray and give it to the patients who have been affected by any other disease, because they actually passing their energy as in the form of medicine and giving it to the other people. So if you practice water healing by yourselves, by holding them and consuming water every day, because you are if I say you that your body if your body reacts on what you say, you would never say any bad things to your body. So cancer is such thing, you never say, take always good food, practice good
Last 1 minute.
Okay, practice good lifestyle habits. This will actually help in reducing the cancer. It will keep you more immune against cancer and helps in keeping it away. And the another important thing is like quit using of liquid dishwashers, because liquid dishwashers have enzymes which will reduce the vitamin B16, B2 and B4 and B6 vitamins, which will actually help in reducing the tumors and cancers in our body, because prolonged usage of such chemicals and all will help remove the nutritious values in our food, and also they will make you more prone to the cancer. And another thing is like consuming of vitamin C rich foods. if you take more and more of vitamin C rich foods like lemons and citrus fruits, they will increase your immune system and also helps in reducing the cancer effects on the body, because they will make your body more stable. So I would